Hey y'all, so this is me and Duty Jiu-Jitsu Davud, who you've seen from like my Instagram and TikTok pages. We recently did a roll together after about 2 months of him being abroad, and we just wanted to see how much he's progressed, and he's progressed quite a bit conceptually. He understands everything at a much higher level, and I do think that he could probably give. Many brown belts and black belts like a hard time now, and he's only been training like how long?
4 years I've been training, 2 years no gi.
4 years training, 2 years no gi. Also, tell them about your progress, man.
So when I went to Qatar, I wasn't training as much as I usually would. Like over here, I would train every single day, and probably in a week I train 6 times a week, sometimes even more if I take double classes. In Qatar, I was focusing on my exams, which meant I had to take this all the way down to like first 3 trainings a week, then 2 trainings a week, and after this it only became 1 training a week, which means I had to optimize my time in terms of jiu-jitsu. I wanted to make progress and I wanted to compete with my friends back home. So in order to do this, I had to focus on the mental aspects of training rather than purely the number of reps. I do think having a high number of reps is the most optimal way to train, and like continuously being in there and practicing is the best way to train.
Because you get an immediate feedback loop, yeah.
But there's ways for compensating for missing out on some trainings, which for a limited time, I think like 2 months in my case, they can work. One of them is like making tapes of yourself.
Yeah, so like guys, if you are injured, or something happens where you can't training the mental aspect, right? And this is not me. This is literally John Danaher, the greatest jiu-jitsu coach of all time, saying this. Training your mental state is probably more important, if not as important, as your physical in terms of jiu-jitsu training. Remember, your movements and how you win comes from better decision making, and better decision making starts up here, not in your body, right? Your head sends signals to your body. So like yeah, I'd recommend you start studying tape a lot more. You don't even have to watch instructionals. Just start studying tape as well as recording your own videos. You do not know what mistakes you're making until you actually physically see what mistakes you're making on camera. And let's get started.
Let's do it.
Good. Okay, you understand what I'm doing.
So I started applying pressure with my right hand
Yeah.
on your hip.
You started making me carry your weight, so I couldn't elevate you with
I've been
my feet, because you know I'm going to use my feet, and I'm going to play footsies with you.
I've been doing this a lot recently, like putting my right hand on the hip and then left hand on my opponent's knee. Sometimes I forget about the knee, but it makes a big difference to have them carry.
Because you disrupt my ability to put you in my offensive cycle.
Yeah.
Even from here with your back step.
I tried to backstep inside Senkaku.
No, but I kind of know what you're doing, so I go flat.
Yeah, you went flat.
And now I make you play leg locks, and then you want to come up for passing positions. Nice. Okay, see, the thing is, you know my fucking game too well. That's the thing. So none of this stuff works. Usually this works on everybody else. I don't care who it is, black belt, world champion, black belt, this would work. But on you it doesn't, because you know it too well.
I've been connected to your body. Like I tried to stay connected to your body with my shins most of the time.
Yeah. I still get 2 points now. Oh, maybe. Do I? Yeah, I get 2 points.
Yeah. Here, on my butt touches the ground.
Damn, this fucking rash guard looks too small for my body now. It's awful. Oh, I look like a...
You got big.
I literally look like a Frankenstein, like
This is also
funny.
something you taught me, I think, but
What?
through one of your videos, not in private.
What?
Letting them come to your side.
Oh
and
yeah,
then just getting the underhook.
yeah, making them play, making them think that they're safe.
Yeah, making them think that they're attacking,
Yeah,
and then I get the underhook.
they feel dominant, right? Now this is nice. You actually put me in octopus from here. This was really, really good. You attacked my feet. You made it sure I can't move. And then when I started trying to make you carry my weight, you started binding me. Coming out the back door. But that right foot is keeping you
It's tough.
pinned. Yeah.
Your right foot is spinning my left foot.
That's what's preventing you from actually being able to do anything. But once I let go of that, or once you release that grip, I think I'm fucked.
Here I'm trying to let go of my legs so I can come up, and also push your legs far away from mine.
Yeah, you need to create space in order to elevate me, right? You can't stay so tight and elevate me. What you do very well now is make me carry your weight. See that's like your conceptual framework is much better than it was 2 or 3 months ago. But this part I'm still better than you at.
Which is?
I'm binding your feet from dogfight
Yeah.
and quarter guard. I'm making you carry my weight from here. But you understand what's happening. You probably should have attacked the leg lock there.
I think at this point, in terms of foot binding, I know a few foot binds and like how to do it from some positions. You know how to do it from a lot
From
more positions.
from everywhere. So even from here, I'm going foot on foot. I'm lifting your foot off the ground. You can't generate that much force. You can't uchimata me like most people do.
From here?
Yeah, because usually most people would try to uchi, but you have to focus on peeling my feet off. But as you peel my feet off, you give me
Upper
access.
body attacks.
See, you give me a claw grip, and I fucked up. I should have had claw. I should have had my thumb inside my hand to cause you some sort of pain on top of your carotid artery rather than an open grip.
So I try to work now. Attack legs.
Objectively, you actually understand what you're doing now. You're basically, you know exactly what to do. Before, you didn't really have a destination to go to. Or you did, but you didn't have it so developed.
One thing that changed about my game is now I attack legs and upper body.
Yeah.
Almost 50-50.
Yeah, you make me, when I defend lower body, you attack upper body. You attack upper body, you attack upper body, I defend upper body, you attack lower body. You're attacking me on two different fronts. It's like military strategy. Even here, when I'm trying to bind your feet with my foot stomps, you move your feet immediately. You play with me.
Staying tight with my hands and knees. But
you're always attacking my feet. You never give me time to settle in to actually get my offense going. And if I do offense like I did there, it's very fucking, it's not technical. It's just sporadic. It's scramble based a bit, which is not good jiu-jitsu, in my opinion.
I didn't notice this before, but I'm trying to pin your right knee a little bit here.
Yeah, you are. See
between my.
That's how I know you're improving, because you're starting to understand that you can pin feet and knees with very unorthodox grips from several positions, as long as you. Oh, there's my switch.
It was like Craig Jones a little bit.
There's my switch. Yeah.
You went inside rather than outside.
Yeah, I like to do it that way. It depends on the size and the kilo of the person. You're around my weight, so I prefer that way.
I just started using the Craig Jones things from Turtle. The Craig Jones leg bind.
Well, he doesn't call it a leg bind. I think he just calls it like it's something wrestling based that he calls it folk style stuff. Inside position on those feet, right?
It doesn't always work for me. Maybe I'm not attacking the end of the lever too much.
You're probably not attacking it. It always works for me, no matter what.
Even heavier guys?
Even heavier guys. They actually make it easier because they can't invert the way that smaller people do. They can't scramble as fast, which makes it much easier for me to pin their feet out. Oh, did I hurt something? Probably. See, it's so good, man. You never used to do this. I get inside position, and I don't take you too seriously still. But now I know I have to, and I just step in, and you just get foot on foot right on top of my ankle. So you pin my foot to the mat. That's why I'm so happy here. It's like I can feel it. I can feel the difference in understanding. Conceptual understanding.
Some woman doing her laundry in the background.
Butterfly hook.
So here I'm trying to go for a shoulder crunch.
Yeah, you're trying to Gordon Ryan me. I'm trying to go for my My Roddy lock pass.
You're staying very close to my chest, so it makes it hard to.
Yeah, I'm doing
Find an
I
angle.
call this the Roddy lock. This is Nicky Rodriguez's style of play. He loves body locks. He keeps his head close to the chest. He prevents any kind of elevation, and he uses very good hip pressure to keep his opponents still.
Well, how do you apply pressure with your hips when you're applying pressure with your head? I feel like once I start applying pressure with my head, I create elevation in my hips. Just by tripoding sometimes, and then people get out of my mode.
You switch, so you have to elevate back and forth like a seesaw or a swing between hip pressure and head pressure. Jesus, what, my arm looks like an abomination. I look like a powerlifter now. What the fuck?
Your triceps nothing much, baby.
They got huge, man. I can actually see it on camera now, and I'm only like 71 kilos here. It's insane.
Okay. Trying to pin the knees right now.
Very good pressure.
It could be better if I sprawled back, I think, a little bit.
You could trap my feet better. I know what you're doing, so my knees are always coming into my chest, but they're not coming in so frantically. I'm bringing them slowly, and I have a methodical procedure for bringing them in.
Is it because I'm not moving fast either? So like you can.
No, I wait for you to move, and then I counter you there.
Yeah.
But if you have me pinned from the beginning, even if you start to move and I counter, you should still have such a tight squeeze that the counter will make me carry your weight even more. So essentially, by me giving you the right response, I end up hurting myself.
I should have abandoned the back step at this point, I think.
Yeah, I could have elevated better. Oh, I did. Never mind. Heel hook. Outside ashi. Make you roll. Make you move. Make you play inversions with me.
I realized that heel hook was there at this point. Now it's just plain legs.
Yeah. Foot. On me, you don't have to worry about triangles, but on some people, you should worry about triangles from there. Yeah. Me, I'm not going to go for them because I just, from that position, my mobility sucks. You see this game I'm playing with my right hand? I'm always attacking your primary and your secondary leg. I make you think about which leg I'm attacking. We switch, we play. Inside position for me, inside position for you, so we're kind of in a 50-50 right now.
I'm trying to pin your leg with my right leg down to the mat.
This is the wrong place to pin it.
Not in the inside of your thigh?
It won't work. You should have attacked a corkscrew toe hold like Giancarlo Bardino style. The guy he submitted, Owen O'Flanagan, the guy who's coming here, with this kind of corkscrew toe hold. It's over the foot from that position that we were playing the leg entanglement. But you're trying to play traditional heel hooks for me. So this was my favorite sequence of the so one, see, corkscrew toe hold. If you go over the foot, if you just give me your foot, look. Right? From here, if you start playing me, once you free that leg, if you start corkscrewing me, my defense is to extend. So extend. Once you extend, I can start going into my natural heel hook attacks. Right? So you have to, at a higher level, remember, it's about better setups. And with me, you're not going to catch me with a direct attack like that. See, you can even corkscrew me there. But this was a cool sequence, I believe, on my part.
Back take?
Yeah, you think I'm going for ashi, right? From here, you give me an arm drag. And I'm not moving fast, but I'm making faster decisions than you. Right? The minute, see how you defend it by coming in?
Yeah.
This I thought was pretty cool. It's very common, so you should learn how to defend this from me because I always go for it. So as you start to build height, right? You build height. My right foot's already dorsal flexed, ready to pull you in because I have an idea of what you're gonna do already.
Oh, I see.
Now from here, as I start going leg locks, I attack your lower body. You bring your upper body in, right?
Because I want to get my legs away from you.
Exactly. But right here, see my left hand and right hand are already ready for an arm drag because you had to defend your lower body by dropping your hips to your heels. You expose your upper body. So when you expose your upper body, I just get an arm drag right across your center line, and at this point, I'm already onto the back. And you still have to worry about quarter guard, right? So you can't defend back and quarter guard at the same time. Now from here, you invert to try to roll to defend.
I don't think it's the right reaction.
It's not. It's the incorrect reaction. You shouldn't have done that. You should have turtled up and tried to beat me in turtle. And from here, back take. Oh, this was cool. This is what I saw. So you're actually pretty decent at defending the back. So from right here, there's a reason why I didn't bring my foot in. See how I hovered above? There's space. I could easily bring it in here, but I think you know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know I want hooks. Anybody good knows they want hooks. So instead, I do a straight foot, right? And I make sure I change the angle by pulling you onto my underhook side. Now from here, as you're busy defending grip fighting, right? Because I can still try to choke you. You're not paying attention to my left foot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to get the hook in. Yeah. So once again, it's all coming down to at the higher levels. It's setups and baits and traps.
It's like you took the simple approach to getting your hook in.
Yeah.
And I was just worried about you trapping my arm.
Yeah, this is fucked up, by the way. You gave me this too easily. You always give me this too easily. This
armbar.
This Shiro Senkaku. It's not even armbar. I'm putting you in the trilemma. Kimuras, armbars, back triangles, Shiro Senkaku.
I've been working my defense on all three of these aspects. I think the worst one for me is triangle. For me, armbar defense is pretty good.
Triangle is it's going to be the worst one. And wrist locks.
They're fine. For me right now. I'm pretty cocky with armbar defense right now. I shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. That's why my arm can't fully extend anymore. It's a dangerous place to play. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
What did you learn?
I learned from this video that there are some aspects of my game that I still need to focus on in terms of refinement. One of them is analyzing leg positions in terms of my opponent. Like if my opponent has a leg position which I'm not aware of, like when you did the back take to me, I wasn't aware of where your leg was, and you got your hooks in very, very quickly. Faster than you should have for my back defense to be super good. I was worried about you trapping my arm, and I didn't think about you just getting the hook in that quickly. And aside from this, I also learned...
I think you should keep in mind, though, you're making it like a detailed thing, which I agree with as well. But understand, whenever you attack legs, there's a back take. Whenever you attack back, there's a leg lock. There's a direct correlation between back and legs. So understand that whenever you're playing within that framework, you always have to be aware of a back take from a leg locking position, as well as a leg lock from a back taking position. And at a higher level, right, most good people are going to be able to combine all these different things together. So I just think it's a matter of you weren't aware of what was happening.
And one thing I like about the way you coach and like the way you teach, and I try to do the same thing with people who I meet, is giving people concepts rather than specific technique.
Conceptual frameworks are much, much better to work with. People will argue that it's like individual details, but there's too many individual details. Like to get an actual technique correct, it's like 7 to 12 different steps. And even just to learn, that's one technique. Imagine multiple techniques and then a combination of multiple techniques. It just doesn't make any sense to me to teach that way. That's why frameworks are better. Like even from here, I have, 70% of my body on your arm while my legs control your head, right? So I focus a big area of my power, energy, body weight on a very small portion of your body. And that's like John Danaher 101, and that literally, if you can apply it correctly, can help you in all aspects of jiu-jitsu at any level. Yeah, man. You're doing better. You're doing better. You're doing better. Much, much better than you were 2 months ago. You're improving at a very consistent rate, which is extremely important.
That's good because I wasn't doing as much jiu-jitsu when I was away. I just tried the mental aspect of it.
That's the whole idea.
I review every week.
That's why it's probably the mental aspect is even more important than the physical, and most people don't get it. That's why I tell people to videotape stuff, to watch tape, to learn how to analyze tape when they're injured, rather than just focusing on how you can't train on the mat. Focus on training your mind, because your mind, like I'm making better decisions in my head, not with my body. My head sends signals to my body to enact those movements, right? No, you're doing good, man. You're doing good. So, guys, as you can see, well, you didn't see where he was before, but before he was kind of shit. Now he's not shit, which is really good.
I'm not shit anymore.
He's improved quite a bit now. He's good. He's good now. He's good. You can tell by the decisions he makes when we play. No strength, or very little strength, very little power, very little speed. He plays me technique for technique, concept for concept. He completely understands what I'm doing, which is normal because you're training with me for a while. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see anything else, just shoot me a DM on Instagram or the group chat. Join the Telegram. Join the Telegram. So yeah, any last words?
Leave a comment. All the relevant links will be in the description, and I hope you guys found this video useful. I certainly did.
Yeah, me too. And his Instagram is Duty Jiu-Jitsu. If you just go to my page, you'll just see him all over my feed. Us. If you liked the video and it provided you even just a little bit of value, please hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram or TikTok for daily no BS jiu-jitsu tips.